What's up, guys? It's your girl Penny here, and today we are at an interesting angle because I just wanted to switch things up, make things a little bit more exciting. You know what I mean? Today we are going to be making a vision board. That is why I have this board behind me, and I'm pretty excited about this video because I love making vision boards. I actually made one about 4 years ago, and everything on it came true. And recently, I just had a birthday on August 5th. It's August 9th when I am filming this. And this birthday was just different, and it made me wonder what direction my life is going in now that my previous vision board, everything on it has come true. So I've been in a bit of a funk. I've been feeling kind of down. So I decided I would make a vision board to get me back on track. Making a vision board is super easy, super inexpensive, and the number one thing to remember is that your vision board is whatever you want it to be. It doesn't have to be like the vision boards that you see online, not even this one. The most important thing is to open up your mind and your heart and to really look within to see what it is that you desire out of life and put that on the board, because that's what's going to get you to your truest and most authentic life. I'm looking at this and realizing that my lens is like broken. It's not broken, but if I wasn't at this angle, I would have never noticed this little piece of my lens, like whatever. Anyway, to make this vision board, we are going to be using glue sticks to set the foundation of the magazine clippings, which came out of this magazine. And I already went ahead and like ripped out the pages that had something on it that really resonated with me. Scissors so that I can cut out the magazine clippings. Markers because I like to write on my vision board as well. This trifold board that I found at Walmart. It also came with like some letters as well, which these I'm sure will be very useful. So this is going to be really fun and exciting. I think this is going to be exactly what I need to get me back on track and feeling better. And also I think it's just going to help me to stay focused, grounded, and in my lane when things begin to take off for me. So I'm really excited about this. My back is hurting sitting on this floor though, so we should get started. So the first thing that I did was take the letters and use them as stencils so that I could spell out vision board. I got about halfway through that, and then I realized that my letters were crooked AF. And I just can't look at that every day of my life. So you got that right. I went ahead and used an extra piece of board that came with this board and used it as a ruler so that I could get a straight line and get my letters not looking like a hot ass mess. And I proceeded to spell out vision board. After I did that, I began to trace the words so that it would make like bubble letters that would look really professional and neat and like I'm super duper artistic, you know what I mean? After I did that, I peeled off all of the letters so that I could see that I traced them at least decently. Then I decided to add the 21 on there so that I knew what year that I made this vision board. Then I moved ahead and I started cutting out the things from the magazine pages that I ripped out previously that resonated with me, and I just started randomly placing them all over my board. There is really no science to what I'm doing right now. I'm literally just taking them and placing them wherever I feel led to put them. Now I'm gluing down the clippings that I placed on the board, you know, for stability, and I don't plan on moving them again. So I just want to get them on there so I don't lose them or make a mess or have them falling all over the place and have to do this all over again. Then I went back to the letters and I began to color those in with a red marker so that you could see it clearly and boldly on my vision board. I forgot to film this part, but I did go ahead and write some things on my vision board just to give it some more color, spunk, and explain to myself or anyone who may look at this vision board why I put the things that I put on there.
So I went ahead and I added some pictures that I printed out of a house, a boat, a G-Wagon, and a monetized thing because I would like to be monetized on YouTube. Hello, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And now I'm just going to go ahead and begin to write down the things that I wish to see in my life or to have or whatever the case may be. And I'm going to keep switching the color marker that I'm using because I don't want it to be boring. I want it to have pops of color and flavor and seem exciting to look at.
It is a few days later because I wasn't going to post this video. I was like, you know what? I don't know if I can share this with other people, but I decided that this video could really help so many people. I've made a vision board that has come true, so I know that it works, and I really did enjoy making and editing this video. So I was like, you know what? I should just post it. So behind me is my vision board. It is huge, okay? This is a huge vision board. It's one of the biggest ones that I've ever made. But you know what? It's okay because that resembles my dreams. You know, I have very big dreams, and I have a life that I envision for myself in my mind that I have since I was a child, and I've taken many detours in this life. Okay, trust and believe it, many detours, but ultimately the things that I desire really stay in the same ballpark. And I notice that every time I make a vision board. But anyway, let's talk about it, okay? So I don't think anyone really makes vision boards the way that I do, because I don't think anybody does anything the way that I do. But I'm going to explain this masterpiece to you. So the things that I put on here were, okay, let me see if I can get you like your best angle. This is a lot for me, guys. This is like extreme vulnerability, okay? But anyway, so most of the things that I put on here are the things that I would like for myself to remember about the kind of person that I am and that I would like to remain. So something that I know about myself is that success is inevitable for me. Fame is inevitable for me. To be rich is inevitable for me. So I know that these things can cause a person to change, to make bad decisions, to forget about God, right? And I never want to do that. I never want to be that person. I always want to be a good person with good, pure intentions. So the things that I put up here remind me of that. Like, no. And underneath it, I wrote to anything that goes against what I stand for. That is a reminder to say no to anything that does not resonate with me. The suffering is what makes life beautiful, because we're always going to have some type of pain in our lives. That's just what it is. You know, everyone is going through something, but you have to remind yourself that it will get better and it does so serve a purpose. Over here, I put restoration project because I would like to give back to my community, which is what I wrote underneath it. How, I don't know, but I think it's important to give back. And I put that under restoration project because my hometown is like kind of trash, okay? You know, love it, that's where I'm from, but it's kind of trash. The next thing is embracing rejection is the most important thing in sales. Something I've always wanted to do is start my own business that is in sales, and I feel like being rejected is a part of the game, you know what I mean? Like, I've been rejected so many times in my life in so many other ways, and rejection can often feel like loss, you know? It can feel like you're not good enough, and I just want to remind myself that it's important because it helps you to up your sales game. Something else that I put on here, I don't know if you guys can see it, but right here, let's try to it says give purposefully, and it says research, create a plan, grow your numbers, reevaluate regularly. And that's about donating to charities and stuff like that. And before we go forward, I just want to say this. I am not the kind of person who brags about the things that I do. So you probably won't hear about me donating and stuff like that because I just choose not to share those things. I think that whenever you give, it should be from an authentic place and that it doesn't need to be broadcasted. You know, I don't want anyone to feel like just some kind of charity work. Although donating to charity is charity work, I still I don't want that kind of attention. You know, like, if they choose to honor me for my donation, that's one thing, but I really prefer to keep things like that private. I also added some Bible verses on here. Like, I just put the name of the book and the verse, one of my favorite ones, Jeremiah 29:11, and that is, "For I know the plans that I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future." So a lot of these things that I put on here are promised to me in the Bible. Okay, so I just put up Bible verses that resonated with what I put on here to remind myself that that is a promise from the kingdom. Okay, just saying, and they're promised to you too. Just get in your word. Anyway, I don't have a whole lot of like materialistic pictures because I've had a lot of things in my life, like, and I just realized those aren't really the most important things. I feel like your character is the most important thing. So that is what is taking up a majority of the board. And then over here on this side, hold on, let me give you a better view. Then over here on this side, I'm sorry if the light and the white background are like clashing, but over here, I put some things that I really, really want, like meet Tracy Ellis Ross. I am a super fan, okay? Girl, if you're watching, we're besties and you don't even know it, okay? Go skydiving, take my time. In the past, I've been someone who has always rushed into everything. I just want to take my time, okay? Write a book, write a TV show. I love writing, if you guys didn't know that. Make YouTube my job, have kids. So obviously, I'm not expecting these things to happen tomorrow or even this year. It's just a goal, okay? Like a lifetime goal. I'm not trying to go and get pregnant tomorrow. Meet Bill Bellamy. So the reason that I put this down is because I actually went and saw him on my birthday at a comedy show, and I was having a really bad day on my birthday, believe it or not. Can't believe it. And he really pulled me out of that funk. So I want to meet him just to tell him that. And then I have things like start getting PR boxes from my favorite brands, meet Peter McKinnon, go to Canada, meet Essence Atkins. She's an actress, for those of you who don't know. I actually saw her on a podcast called Dear Future Wifey, and she laid down the knowledge, okay? So I'm actually gonna link that down below because it really helped me, and I just have loved her forever. She's just great to me, so I'd love to meet her. And then I just have some other things that I would like to accomplish. So the reason that I like to write most of the things that I desire is because I feel like there is some kind of power in writing things with your physical hand. And I've just always felt that way. I've written so many things down that have come true whenever I write them down with true, pure, honest intentions. And also, just so I have a very clear vision, a very clear direction, a very clear, you know, just sight of what it is that I want, what I am desiring, what I am chasing after. You know, sometimes it gets discouraging being a creative and wanting to be a very successful person and wanting to go to great heights and great depths. You know, it gets discouraging along the way. So that is the purpose of my vision board. Anyway, I hope that you guys really enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. I hope that you guys get out there, make your own vision board. It's simple, easy, and it is something that will really, really benefit you for more more reasons than one. But if you just watched it just to watch, thank you so much for tuning in. I love you all so, 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 so much. And I will see you guys soon. Bye. Mwah.